Hello New Zealand, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. And look, this comes with a bit of a summer weather disclaimer. The weather kicking off from this Sunday through till about next Thursday is going to be fairly windy. It's not going to feel like the middle of summer for all of you. In fact, by the middle of next week, some parts of Southland and Otago and Fiordland may be struggling to even reach the teens. Highs of 11 and 12 forecast in some spots. So we're going to explain what is going on. It affects the whole country, but those further to the north will have lower rainfall totals and not quite affected by so much of the colder air. Let's kick off with the Friday afternoon animated wind map. We've got this big low out to the east. Now, it's not a storm. It looks big on the wind map. It's pushing back, though, some dangerous seas. Now, not for the most part. It's not a major system, but considering it's summer and the weather on land may well be sunny and beautiful and doesn't even hint that there's something out at sea. So when it's like that, people have a bit of a false feeling about the water. They get into it and suddenly the rips, they're stronger. There might be more rips than there were before, or they've just been enhanced. The waves will be bigger, and the odd one could be, the odd road wave could go further up the beach than you expect. So we're just saying for a couple more days, this system's making dangerous beaches, marine conditions in some eastern areas, mostly around East Cape, Gisborne and Hawke's Bay. Right, let's get into the actual forecast now. Here is Saturday's setup. So high pressure to the north, but you can see the beginnings of this westerly change, which really kicks in on Sunday. So it'll be another warm day across the country. Most places will be warmer than average, and these eastern areas, which have been a little cooler than average, thanks to the southerly from that little low, or that large but fairly weak low, those cooler southerlies fade away, and now you will start to notice the warmer than average weather that the rest of the country has been enjoying for the last couple of days. So nothing too major on Saturday, but by Sunday those winds ramp up. They'll happen on Saturday night, Sunday morning, across lunchtime Sunday, gale force winds possibly through Cook Strait and through the Southern Alps, potentially a wind warning, potentially a rain warning for Fiordland as well. We've got this big low down here. It is a storm. It's got gales all the way around it, and it's deepening still. A burst of rain here on Sunday, probably actually just a few showers. Take a look at the Weather Watch app or Rural Weather app. You can see the hourly rainfall totals, and I'm imagining that's just a quick burst of showers coming through. As we go in towards Monday, it's pretty windy across the country. A few showers up here to the north, not a lot, but enough to kind of, from Auckland southwards, to sort of lean more towards your wetter than average than drier than average. Auckland northwards and eastern areas of both islands, you're still leaning drier than usual. The westerly winds blowing through, but you can see this storm, 954 hectopascals, very low for an air pressure system that's not a cyclone in summer, or tropical one I should say. So we've got a Southern Ocean storm. We've got gale force winds off and on around New Zealand. You can see the isobars here completely open up, so it's not windy here by the looks of it in places like Otago and Canterbury, which are usually very windy with a setup like this, but perhaps not so bad for a time on Monday. I think it will happen at some point in those areas. Everyone will get those strong winds in the South Island at some point. This is all low pressure in this zone, and the winds are coming off the Antarctic ice shelf and straight up into this zone here. So Tasmania is going to get clipped by it, as will the South Island. Severe gales potentially through central New Zealand. But look, if you're camping up here in the north, not too bad. I mean, it's a little windy, be a few showers, but still plenty of dry weather, even with this big system down here. Now, but by Wednesday, that changes. The North Island gets some rain. So I think there'll be a lot of happy farmers looking at this map right now. The rainfall totals may not be huge, but it'll be helpful. Now, further down the country, this is the wintry snap coming in here. It will be a cold day on Wednesday. Daytime highs of 11s and 12s in Southland and Otago. Snow flurries on the mountains. So, this does happen in New Zealand from time to time. The South Island, after all, just like Tasmania, or parts of Tasmania, I should say, are in the roaring 40s. So you get those very windy conditions coming through, even in summer. The Southern Ocean, as we exclusively talked about at Weather Watch back in November, is very active, and it's basically counteracting the La Nina, which is invisible on this map. You can't see anything that suggests La Nina's going on at the moment, but it is raining a lot up here in the islands and out to our northeast. Okay, that is all from me for today. It's good to be back. It's a very short week for me, just 2 days and it's the weekend again. That's awesome. But I will see you again on Monday with our next update. A normal week next week, I think, work-wise, until we've got those anniversary weekends popping up around various parts of the country. But that is all from me for now. We'll see you on Monday.